Men of Reddit. What are women not ready to hear? Anything at a frequency beyond 20 kHz. This morning I informed my wife that our daughter's car needs new brakes and has a leaky power steering pump. She was not ready to hear that. This will get lost. But I don't control whether my penis is hard. Sometimes my brain is very happy looking at you, and my stick doesn't work. It's a penis. It's not a divine judge of your hotness. Stop getting mad. Crying when it doesn't happen. It makes both of us feel like crap and neither of us deserve it. The dude that cheated on you earlier this year isn't going to wake up and change tomorrow. If you start talking about your problems, we need to know if you want us to just listen or if you want advice. If something is wrong or broken, my first instinct is to try and help fix it. Do I really have to spell it out for you? Yes, you do. For me anyway. I don't pick up on subtle hints. Why is it that we've been ready to go for an hour and a half now? Sometimes we don't want to have sex, even if our stick is hard. Men can say no and fake it too. But apparently. Seriously, you look fine. We value our time by ourselves a lot. When was the last time you took your husband, boyfriend out on a date, or bought him flowers? In my entire life, only one girl ever took me out. I make a lot more money than she does, and I don't mind paying at all because of that. But it was a total surprise, and it meant so much to me. I think so often women are at the center of heterosexual relationships, but it was so nice to be the one being wood for once. I'm gonna end up marrying that girl. Just because you feel an emotion strongly does not mean you are right. The same goes for men. My free time is not by default my partner's time. My rendition of Unchained Melody. Yes, you put on weight. No, I really don't care. You still look good to me. But, yes, you put on weight. I'm not your ex. I'm not your father. Hanging out with my friends without you, her, is healthy, and same goes for her hanging out with her friends. It's good for your mental health. Just say the thing you want to eat. For duck's sake. The reason guys don't like romance, movies, books, the act, is it tends to be something they perform and not receive. The women who realize this are usually wildly more successful at dating. Sometimes I have a different opinion than you. Playing hard to get wastes both our time. Most of the time the guy will just move on. Y'all are too ducking mean to yourselves. Ducking, allow yourselves some grace. We have feelings that are just as important as yours. Being emotional isn't an excuse to be mean towards me. That, even if I don't say it 15 times a day, I do love you. My mixtape coming out next month. That we also like to be complimented, and when we don't for a long period of time, it can start to hurt. Self-preservation is a vital part of healthy relationships. We also need emotional validation. Diamonds are a scam. That yes but does look big in those pants. I'm not trying to get at you if I'm asking a work-related question. We are not mind readers. If you want us to know what you want, or what you're thinking, you have to tell us. If all the men you date are deadbeat losers, at some point you have to be the one to smarten up. Nobody is owed the ideal mate. This goes for men and women equally, of course. It's your hair clogging the drains, edit. Tie everyone. 3. 10 hours of Cotton-Eyed Joe. To be honest, I don't think I'm either. If you're interested in a guy, go and talk to him. You're a big girl. I'd totally marry that girl if her eyelashes were longer. No man in human history. The tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise. Bragging about how much men will give you, or how much you can get out of them, isn't a good look. We wouldn't date you if you were a worm. If your type in guys is athletic, it comes with the territory that you actually have to be prepared to do athletic things with us. Just because I'm ugly doesn't mean I'm a creep. Too many women have insulted me talking to their friends. Most of the time loud enough that I can hear it. Just keep your thoughts to yourself. We have feelings too. If you're one of those women who openly insult people for fun, know that you might be responsible for someone's suicide. Edit. Oh my goodness, I didn't think so many people would see this. Thank you all for the support. And to those that reached out, thank you. But I'm not suicidal anymore. I really appreciate you though. Getting married doesn't guarantee a happy marriage. You are not good at X just because you let me do it to you. I'm not a masseuse and you are not a customer. Meet me halfway. Winter is coming. The thermostat does not need to be adjusted 5 times a day. If you keep adding filters on your pictures, you won't be found if you get lost because you don't look the same. When you ask what are you thinking about, and we say nothing, it's almost always the truth. We are very much capable of shutting off our minds and living in the moment. The majority of your friend groups from the outside look riddled with toxic positivity as a way to mask the male equivalent of just not talking about emotions. A lot of fake caring goes around, but also a lot of real open caring, which is good. When a woman is blatantly cruel to a man, it's generally more accepted, and they are capable of being straight up kinda creepy with no repercussions in any way, and sometimes use that with their friends, ignoring it entirely. You're an adult. Use your words. The whole silent treatment thing is kindergarten level childishness. Also, stop expecting people to read your mind. If you want someone to know or do something, say it. Dresses with pockets are great and all, but every straight woman needs to learn what every man and butch lesbian already knows. Cargo pants are the true zenith of functionality when it comes to on-person storage. And now they're even making women's cargo pants. Not men's cargo pants in fancy colors, but actual tailored to fit women's cargo pants. I've been slowly converting my wife's entire staff to the cargo pants cult at her bakery after finding out that they are not banned in the dress code. Next step. The world. If you mock a guy for being short, or otherwise short, then we lose all sympathy for any comments that are aimed at you. We like being complimented too. If we ask what's wrong, and you say nothing, don't get pissed when we take your word for it and press on with our day. Oh, and don't bring up crap that happened years ago that we will almost never notice you went to a hairdresser. Happy wife. Happy life should be happy spouse. Happy life. I don't want to FaceTime 24h a day. It has nothing to do with how much I care.